2017 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X 4x4 Crew Cab Automatic. With a production run that started back in late 2004 for the 2005 model year, the current Nissan Frontier pickup is a living automotive fossil from a time before iPhones and when new Oldsmobiles were new mobiles on dealer lots. Forget about Game of Thrones, we were still wondering what would become of Tony Soprano when this second-generation rig hit the streets. And yet Nissan's mid-sized Dino truck has persisted as a rudimentary tool of practicality. A window to the past. The last time we tested a Frontier was for a 5-truck comparison test in 2005, in which the Nissan finished second to the then revolutionary first-generation Honda Ridgeline. Despite the Frontier's minimal update for 2009, a big, dorky 4.0-liter V6, 261 horsepower, 281 pounds-to-foot, is still found under the hood of most models, including our Crew Cab Pro 4X test truck. Only some smaller King Cab variants with rear-hinged half-doors can be had with the 152 horsepower 2.5-liter inline-4, a standard 6-speed manual or, as in this example, a $1,050 automatic transmission, with just 5 forward gears, handles shifting duties on V6 versions. Unlike newer midsize trucks, there is no full-time all-wheel drive setting for the Pro 4X's low-range 4-wheel drive transfer case. And the Frontier's power steering is still boosted by old-timey hydraulic assistance, which lends the wheel a firm, linear action, if not much feel. There is nary a surface inside the Nissan's hard plastic cabin that we would consider soft to the touch, and its headliner is made of coarse, rat fur-like material. An Apple Watch looks like a 4K TV next to the simple digital readout in our truck's analog instrument cluster. And despite features such as navigation, mobile apps, and Bluetooth streaming through our example's modest 5.8-inch central touchscreen, a 5.0-inch setup is standard, the interface appears dated and chintzy next to more modern systems. The Frontier's age also is apparent in its full-size appetite for fuel, which is not helped by the Pro 4X's chunky Hankook Dynapro AT-M all-terrain tires, sized P265/75R16, and our example's huge roof rack, included with the $2,100 Pro 4X luxury package, power sunroof, heated exterior mirrors, leather upholstery, heated 8-way power adjustable driver's seat, and a heated 4-way power adjustable passenger seat. Compared with EPA estimates of 15 miles per gallon city and 21 miles per gallon highway, our test truck returned 20 miles per gallon on our 75-mile-per-hour highway test and averaged 16 miles per gallon the rest of the time. For reference, those figures are close to what the burlier Chevrolet Colorado ZR2 achieved with a 308-horsepower V6. And the latest Honda Ridgeline has averaged 21 miles per gallon in our testing and returned 28 miles per gallon on our highway loop. Still working it. However, push the Frontier and it still acquits itself fairly well for a mid-size pickup. Our 4,616 pounds test truck eclipsed 60 miles per hour in 7.3 seconds and covered the quarter mile in 15.8 at 87 miles per hour, making it slightly quicker than most of the Crew Cab Toyota Tacomas we've tested recently. It's not grossly outpaced by a similar Chevrolet Colorado or Honda Ridgeline, both of which pack considerably more horses. The Frontier's 189-foot stop from 70 miles per hour and 0.70 grams of grip around the skid pad, while not great, are acceptable for a mid-sized truck with an off-road bend, which Pro 4X models reinforce with standard 4-wheel drive, Bilstein dampers, protective skid plates underneath, and an electronically locking rear differential. The Frontier's fully boxed ladder frame feels plenty stiff, and it rides on an independent front suspension and a conventional leaf spring live axle and back. Its dynamic responses are unmistakably slow and truck-like, giving it a simplistic charm when you're not in a hurry. But this Nissan likely will put off more shoppers with its utilitarian trappings than with how it actually goes down the road. Ride quality is decently composed and surprisingly smooth on all but the roughest pavement. The gruff V6 also provides ample passing power as it groans through the widely spaced ratios of the 5-speed automatic. Old is new. Our other issues with the Frontier are based on the fact that its design is older than new tube. Despite excellent outward visibility, its halogen headlights are woefully dim, and the driver's seat is perched too high for some drivers to sit comfortably behind the non-telescoping steering column, which does tilt. The Frontier's 60/40 split fold-up back seat is bolt upright and pinched for legroom. We've never sat in the back of a smaller extended cab model, and we don't want to. We'd also lose the tacky roof rack and our truck's $465 decal package, which added gaudy tire tread graphics and additional Pro 4X logos to the body. Today's Frontier is offered in several cab and chassis configurations depending on the trim level, which include S, SV, rear drive only Desert Runner, 4WD only Pro 4X, and top spec SL. The Nissan senior status generally earns it a discount at the sales counter versus newer competitors, with prices starting at just $19,365 for a base rear-wheel drive extended cab S version with the 2.5-liter 4-banger. That tally can build quickly. Our Crew Cab Pro 4X started at $34,365 and climbed to more than $37,000 with a couple of options, but even the fanciest Frontier undercuts the $40,000 mark that its newer rivals can surpass. Nissan says it is committed to keeping the Frontier competitive in the US market, even though the rest of the world already gets the revised NP300 Navara model that eventually will be fettled for US study, too. At least the resurging mid-size truck market helps fund the development of the Frontier's revision. The 12-year-old Nissan's respectable 50,097 sales through August of this year are within sight of the Chevy Colorado 71,763 and more than double the sales of the Honda Ridgeline, 23,792. While the 2017 Frontier at times feels ancient enough for its own Smithsonian exhibit, it is far from obsolete for those seeking a capable pickup truck and little else.